Hi everybody, come on in. I'm going to take you for a tour today, and we're going to be looking at the garden, the vegetable garden, DIY projects past and happening now. Some things might be hidden until they're ready, and just a quick tour around the yard and to catch up with the orchids and some garage sale items that we got. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you had a great Mother's Day. Rosemary came over and had casserole all made and dinner all ready to go in the oven, and we had a nice visit and a very nice Mother's Day. So I hope you did too, and this is just a kind of fun tour, so I hope you enjoy it. Okay, now first we were at a garage sale and got this pot. Now I think it was for wine. They didn't know what it was for, and it was 25 cents. Now it doesn't have a hole in the bottom yet, but Jack will drill a hole and hopefully that goes well. And it looks like metal, but it's porcelain, and they've kind of finished it to make it look like that. But my plan is, once the holes are in, to use the coconut hair matting and go right up to the bottom of here, and so the bark will be all on the bottom, and put one of my small pots of orchids. They dry out quickest, and it's a bit of a problem, so I'm thinking I'm going to put a small orchid in each side. It can hang, or it can just go like this, and I think it'll be quite beautiful. Okay, and the orchid that I repotted last week, and I think it was Paul mentioned he hoped there's not something wrong with it because the roots were terribly bad. But I've been misting the aerial roots, and it was watering day today. And you can see in here where in the past they cut off, I think they had some problems, and they cut off these yellow leaves. And I think I'm going to be okay. The roots were very bad, as you know, but I cut off 3 blooms that were starting to wilt, but all these are newly opened. And they look quite happy, and I think this one's going to open soon, so they're not going to drop. There's so no signs of dropping. In fact, they're looking happier. And I just mist the air around the misting bowls here. You know, once a morning, every morning, get them real good, and sometimes in the afternoon. Now these ones that are still in bloom I've got here, they're all from Christmas. And so they're in their 5th month, and pretty soon they'll be through. So, and the glass tray that I set this on, I had something different here in the last video, but we were at a garage sale last summer and got these stands, and the lady used to make cakes, and she quit, and they were in a garage sale for next to nothing. They're so handy for putting orchids on, or almost anything to display. So it was watering day today, and I've had to, both my windows are west windows, and they're getting way too hot. In fact, I noticed this one all started to get very white and too dry. So I've had to move. This time of year, all my orchids will go out in the patio. But until I have the patio ready, then I move them all onto this shelf that we put in front of our window. You can see, with some wooden shelving and just some glass shelving we had laying around. So now I can put my blind down, and they're in the shade, and they won't get that late afternoon hot sun. So they're doing pretty good. This one's still in flower. So now we're going to go into the living room for a minute. Now, we've been so busy. Just don't look at my housework. I think the dog hair's an inch deep on the floor. So, look at this. Since December, this is the traffic cone pot. And it's so happy. I think that was a candle stand at one time I picked up at the thrift store. And then what holds the traffic cone was just something you put over roses, a rose cage. And so it's doing quite well. Yes, it's just beautiful. So everybody got watered and they're all going to be going outside. And we're still waiting for the slipper orchid to, this has been months and months. It may never come out and do anything. I don't know. So that's it. And I'm just going to quickly turn and take you around. I want to show you what I got at a garage sale. Now, all these vases were $20, and they came with a picture of a signed autograph picture of Gordon Lightfoot. I mean, can you imagine? So, all for $20. So, I was pretty happy with that. And so, that was a garage sale fine a couple of weeks ago. So we're headed out towards the outdoors. Not too quickly, of course. There's my paintings from winter. And the weird one, the piano man, he'll go in the music room when next fall I'll have to do a painting for the other side. I have one in my head. It's just not on canvas yet. Now, I have a question for anybody. If you have a Fel Memoria Valrete, this is my only species, Phalaenopsis. I've had it 2 years. I had it in the bright light because the only thing I could find was that it liked bright light. So for 2 years, it's been in bright light. And for 2 years, the flowers come out and they dry off the buds before they ever open. So I said, okay, that's it for you. You're going to move. So it's going to not be in bright light, and it's going to be getting lots of humidity, and maybe this time I'll actually see some flowers. Let me know if you have one of these. So these have all December. They bloomed before. They had blooms coming way down that have been cut, and they're still giving me beautiful flowers. So I'm quite happy with that. So there's my other painting I did. And if you want to make a beautiful lamp, these are just glass balls. You take your same 1/2-inch diamond drill bit that you used for your pond, and you run your electric inside and out the hole, and it makes a beautiful, beautiful lamp. Okay, so let's head outdoors. Try not to make you dizzy. That's my bad habit. Oh, this was the garage sale on Saturday. See that stand with the matching pot? $5. It looks like brand new. I couldn't believe it. Some people, when they're ready to get rid of things, they just do it. They don't care how much they get for it. So next week I should be moving everything out into the shelving out here. And that's my afternoon job. I have to come and get this shelving all cleaned up, get the misting bowls all washed, and the orchids come out here. This is the east side, and it's well shaded, and they're here every summer, and they love it. Okay, and I have my bowls here ready to clean. Here we are, tea light holders. and I just use them, and I'm going to be cleaning them, so that's on my agenda for the ready for the shelves. So let's go outside. That's an old, we picked this up at a garage sale too, but it was a metal palm tree. It was all rusted, and we repainted it, and we put solar lights on it, so every night it lights up. So this is where our grapevine's coming up, and so we have a bottle rack there, and there's the grapes coming. And this is the east side of the house, and these are fernleaf peonies. I love these. At a garage sale, I saw somebody lining their whole driveway of them, and I thought, oh, I have to get them, and they were expensive. So I started with one, and I finally worked my way to, I have them spread all over. I keep thinning them out and putting them all over the place because I love them. They lose their peony flower, but they stay green and beautiful fern-like for quite a long time. So I have those. And this is our spring garden, and we've been so busy hauling rocks in the front and cement projects that I haven't done a lot of weeding, but there you go. It is pretty. Okay, and the greenhouse is pretty empty, but I just want to take you in and show you my moringas came up. So I planted some moringa seeds. I planted some moringa seeds in the direct sun. It's very hard. I hope I'm getting the picture. They've come up. They're doing good. And I put some, are going to stay in the greenhouse so we can trim and make moringa tea. And, oh, I still have a lemon here. Yeah. We're cleaning the pond. We had a fish disaster. I was so upset. We'd had those fish more than 5 years, and they were huge. So we're cleaning the pond, and I don't know if we're going to get fish again. Anyway, I still got zinnias to put outside. Okay. So all the plants from the greenhouse are now in the vegetable garden. I'll take you over there. Okay. So we have beefsteak tomatoes, Roma tomatoes, pretty well everything. When this all grows up, it will be so close. I never hardly have a walking trail. So, and down there is the castle. I had this great brainwave. One of the ones I wished I hadn't started when I did it, but I built that castle. Oh, okay, let's go look at Jimmy. This is the park. We're border on what they call Raven Park. And this is Raven Subdivision. So, some things aren't done yet, but whoops. Now, there's a motion detector on Jimmy. So if you hear music, it's because anybody that walks by in the park will hear Jimmy playing his guitar. In the distance, you can see the hills. And I painted a mural here just so the backyard wasn't, you know, sometimes people forget about their backyard. So we kind of did that for fun. Okay. So down we go. This is a Korean lilac. It's just, I like them better than the regular lilacs. They stay smaller size. They don't spread. And they're just beautiful. And they're just ready to open now. And this is tomato tilios growing here. And this is a project I'm waiting. I got to wash all my pots for next year so they're all ready to go. Now, the seat you see straight ahead was 2 plastic chairs I cut the center arms off of, put them on a pile of dirt, and then piled all those slate rocks on and made a chair. We never sit there, but it's kind of different. Okay, let's head down and see how the rock situation is going down here. Okay, I was supposed to feed the birds. I haven't done that. These are all the geraniums. We have not bought flowers. These are all the geraniums that were in the greenhouse all winter. So, and tulips. That's our walkway down. And we got a bit of a mess here because this is all because we got a project going. 2 apple trees. More tulips. And I'm hoping you see this because I cannot see my screen at all. So here we go. Now you can't see what's behind the black tarp because it's not ready for eyes. It's an ongoing project, and more geraniums. When it's done, everybody will see it. That's our finishing touch when we're through here. I got the start of the rocks being aged, and they're quite nice to sit on and they're comfortable. And we got rid of all those rocks in the yard by putting them inside a chicken wire cage. And this is a project still going. There's going to be a bit of a river in the back there, and well, a river of rocks to come. Now this all needs cleaned up, but this is Carolyn's rubber gloves and cement stuff, and yeah, it'll all get sorted out. We've been spreading pea gravel. More geraniums. More geraniums. Hope you're seeing it, because boy, it's okay. And a few more, all from the greenhouse. All of these. Oops, I know I just moved too fast. So, this is the rock we're working on. We've cemented it all ourselves, and pretty soon there'll be something beautiful under the tarp. Okay, and we just have to go down and get it here from the front yard. It's been quite hot here. We had rain yesterday, which we needed. So, here we are. This, of course, is the chicken wire statue we made, the lady for the bike, and the lamp that lights up at night. Yeah. So that's what it looks like if you're walking down the road. House next door, kind of going under neglect. It's for sale. Nobody wants to buy it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the tour, and we'll probably see you again when I'm moving the orchids out on the patio and ready to do a repot with the new vase. So I'm going to see if I can turn around, get a view of the mountains. Surrounded by mountains. Yep. Yep. Okay, everybody, thanks for joining me, and I'm glad you're there and I'm here. Bye.